Hey, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jill's in the house. Keely's in the house. Woohoo! Hey, gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone. Welcome, welcome to Journeying Through, where we are going to be talking about pages 44 through 47. But in particular, I'm so excited because we're going to be talking about those places where we feel separate, where we feel different, where we just feel like we're excluded from things. And so it is an awesome healing opportunity. Hey, Terry, it is great to see you. And this is just going to be, it's going to be an interesting evening. So let's go ahead and get started. Casting a circle of light, specifying that only Source Creator God, my healing team, the Privy Council, and the support teams as necessary be present for tonight's journeying through book discussion, healing circle, community opportunity for all of us to keep seeing where we have blockages, seeing where we have ideas that don't serve us anymore, that are old, outdated, that no longer work, seeing where we can transform those low frequencies, add a whole bunch more high frequencies to our bodies, to our minds, to our higher selves, and just keep taking it all up in frequency. Yeah, that's what we're about tonight. So may it be with the blessing of Source that we continue to know that we are everything we need. We have all the resources we could possibly want, and we have each other right along with all the love that is necessary. With that, we say amen and aho, and then we say, oh my goodness, this moon for me, the moon of aligned commitment, was an opportunity for me to just be like, what the heck? So we had the moon came in on, started on Saturday morning, but you probably started feeling it on Thursday or so, and we're still under the moon energies now. So if you have some things that you want to heal, you want to throw into the flame, of course, that violet flame is available for all of us. You know, you can just start being like, and some of this, and I don't need this. And, you know, kind of like when you're in a closet and you're just throwing things out. It is an opportunity to just keep healing all of that. Feel free. It's there for all of us. And yeah, negative thoughts, those things, they're definitely not serving us, and we can just, you know, here's what's been showing up for me. What's been showing up for me is the places where, if I can use Jenna and you as an example, the places where I get really down on myself, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm thinking like that again. There it is again, one more time. I'm just busy, you know, talking negative, talking trash, for God's sakes. And then I have a moment to stop and go, that's not very nice. If I'm sitting there ranting and raving about being negative, I'm actually doing more of it than I need to be doing. And so I have to go, oh yeah, love and bless it all, love and bless it all, love and bless it all. Okay, I'm going to stop beating myself up. So those places, Janelin, where, let me get myself more comfortable, shake my table a little more. Those places where we start judging ourselves, right? Where we start going, oh my God, look at what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Wait, that too is of God. So, might as well start healing all of that while it's right there. If you want to point to a place where you start judging yourself, start beating yourself up for judging yourself or judging others, judging the judgment. How about that? Judging the judgment. Happy to give everybody a healing on that. I do it. I confess, I do. Yeah, the downloads of light have been fascinating for me. And there are times that I have been freezing, like I'm wearing 4 or 5 layers of clothes and I'm sitting underneath a big thick blanket and I'm just and that's the low frequencies leaving. You know, fear is cold when it leaves the body. Fear, anger, pain, all of those are cold when they leave the body, and so it is perfect. We just keep trusting how it shows up. So it is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, I say this all the time. You do not have to follow along in the book. Not necessary at all, but I am over on page 44 with the very start of that section. What stands before you today in a realized state is a new understanding that everything you chose was based in a concept of what was not only possible, but what could be. I read that sentence over and over and over again, and I was like, really? What could be? I was constantly choosing from what was possible, from what could be. I, the girl in the body, could not create from a new space, from a place of totally brand new, because all I have been taught, all I have known is what has always been done. I remember my kids went to a school where when I asked them why we were serving lunch the way we were serving, they said, because we've always done it this way. And I had a moment of like, what kind of answer is that? Because we always have. Just because you always have doesn't mean you have to continue doing it that way. But that's how we're trained, right? When you learn how to do a math problem a certain way, you do it the same way over and over and over again. And if somebody came along and said, hey, I've got a better way for you to do that, more than likely you would have been like, no, that's okay. I got this. It doesn't matter if it takes me 30 steps to get to the answer. I got this. This is what I know. This is how I do it. Now, is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. That's just how we did it. Healings for all of us in those places where we think somehow, if I just could have gotten it different, if I could have done it a different way. Does any of this sound familiar? Hopefully, it sounds a little familiar. Hopefully, you have some idea of like, oh yeah, I do that. Yep. I remember when my husband and I got married and I knew how to load the dishwasher. He didn't have a clue. I mean, he had his way of loading the dishwasher, but that wasn't right. That wasn't how you load a dishwasher. You load a dishwasher like all the glasses go on the outside, and then all the cups go on the inside, and then, right? Our ideas of how things are done and what we are doing throughout this book is transforming more of those ideas, whatever they are. It doesn't have to be about the dishwasher. It could be about your ideas about what a relationship looks like, what a business looks like, how to fold the laundry, how to be in communication with somebody. Oh, maybe that's only me. Old patterns. Yep, Cindy, absolutely. Old patterns. And they actually say, Melchizedek says, some will resist the change, believe that if they're not singular, they will cease to exist. They will cease to exist. There are some people who think if it isn't done the way it's always been done, that the world is going to end. So, everybody feel free to ask, where are you holding that resistance to transforming an old pattern, an old idea, old frames? It could be a lot of different things. Channeling sternum is a great place. There's a lot in our sternums, a lot in our throats. Where is mine right now? Oh, my throat. Okay. There you go. So, if you have never asked the question, where is that thing in my body? And you're like, that seems really silly. How am I supposed to know that? You just try it. Ask the question. Where is the resistance in my body? Now, sometimes your hands will go somewhere and you can trust your hands. Sometimes the words fly out of your mouth. Your brain is busy thinking one thing and your mouth says something else. You can trust that. Cricket your shoulders, awesome. Kate, yep. Your throat. Work on more of that fear. The fear is thick. There's a lot of fear in the field. So working on all that for everybody. So, I love this book. Have I told you I love this book? I love this book. Page 45. Difficulties show up so we can choose differently. How about that? What if we knew that the reason why we have challenges, the reason why we go into fear, the reason why we think we're not enough, the reason why we get angry is because it is an opportunity for us to choose differently. I think that's so cool. If I can start saying the reason why all this stuff shows up for me is because it's an opportunity for me to choose differently. Here's what I love about it. What I love about that statement is the minute I say it's an opportunity, one, all of this opens up. when I sit there and go, oh my God, this pisses me off. There's no reason why this keeps happening over and over again, and I don't know what to do about it. I feel very closed off. I feel very angry, and I don't feel like I have any choices whatsoever. There are no options available to me. What shows up for me over and over again is just more anger, more frustration, more of the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. But if I can interrupt what's going on for myself, and I can go, oh, wait. Okay. Wait. What is it? Opportunity. This is an opportunity. Okay. Opportunity. As soon as I say the word opportunity, I feel expansive. Like the space in front of me clears of all that yuck. I love Kate's word, barfy. Clears of all that stuff. And I go, wait, this is an opportunity for me to choose differently. Suddenly, I have the power back. I have the power to choose something different. Oh, just like that. Choose something different. It is freeing to choose differently. And let me tell you guys, this is really cool in case you didn't know. We just finished having the moon of aligned commitment on Saturday, and there's a new frequency that came in. And the frequency is called liberation. It's neon orange. Liberation. I'm like, yes, liberation. Neon orange. I am free, I am free, I am free. You can say that if you want. You can call it opportunity that opens up. You can say, I choose differently. I am willing to choose differently. There's lots of ways you can say it. Do you feel that? Oh, yeah. I love that. When we choose differently, we get to see the part that we played in whatever the situation is. The part I played? What do you mean the part I played? I didn't play no part. I wasn't responsible for the fact that they said all that nasty stuff, that they did all that stuff. That has nothing to do with me. We did play a part. We played a part in all of it by agreement. We played a part in it so that we could help heal what's in us, heal what's in them, and take everybody up in frequency. Wow, I love that. We get to see the part we played in it so we can take it all up. I get to see where I judged, where I went unconscious, where I got angry, where I, lost my sense of self, where I stopped checking in. A whole bunch of things. Y'all have something in mind? I'm watching you all. What about that time? Yes, that. Let's heal more of that. Do you have a time when you lost it? I know I do. I had it, was that just this? No, it wasn't this week. It was last week, last Monday. I jumped to my daughter's rescue. I'll take care of it. I'll handle it. Move out of the way. I've got it all. I'm going to handle it all. And not more than half an hour later, she sent me a text and said, if you keep jumping in every time you think I need help, do you know what you're actually telling me? What you're actually telling me is that you don't trust me. You don't trust that I can handle this myself. And I went, what? Oh, man, it's true. It's true. We all play a part. Even when we think we're being helpful. Even when we think we're like, I'm doing what's right. I'm helping you out. I'm trying to serve you. Gentlemen, you can definitely let go more of the fix-it disease. I'm working on that one too, that I have to fix it. And I'm now seeing how many things I have to manage and handle in my need to control. That's my steering wheel. My need to control. If I could just control everything, then everything will be fine. Yeah, my higher self goes, yeah, let's see how that works. Trust me, people. You will get the lessons one way or another. Yep. It absolutely comes from fear, and it comes from fear for all of us. Fear is that pervasive on the planet. It's crazy. Fear, 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 fear. And I watch how fear just keeps creating itself over and over again and never gives me an opportunity to inject something new until I go, stop. And the moment I say stop, I can throw something in there. Creativity, love, joy, inspiration, illumination, green, yellow, blue. And the minute I do that, poof, fear has no power. Just like that. Just like that. You break that cycle. Whew. Healings for everybody on that. I can't let go. Everybody look for at least one steering wheel. One steering wheel. Just one. I have a ring of them around my throat. So it can be hard to let go and not worry because we've practiced it for so long. So instead of thinking, I need to let go of it all, you just like, okay, I'm going to set my watch for 5 minutes and I'm going to sit and focus on joy, on creativity, on high frequencies for just 5 minutes. I might just be going yellow, green, purple, blue, yellow, green, purple, blue for 5 minutes. And after I've done it for 5 minutes, I go, okay. So I had 5 minutes of peace. 5 minutes of peace. How about that? How about if we just give ourselves a little break? I don't have to do it forever. I just want to do it for 5 minutes. I want to sit and be grateful for 5 minutes. You know, probably it's been at least a year. Joan and I did it, the 5 minutes of gratitude. Is that what we called it? Every Sunday we did it on Facebook, and we just spent 5 minutes just being in gratitude. It was amazing. It was such a transformation, such an awesome opportunity, because after 5 minutes I got off and I was like pumped. Yes. Oh my God, life is so good. That's so amazing. Just 5 minutes. All right. We got some spiritual and religious programming. We're going to move. This is that time of year. A little bit of spiritual and religious programming. Not like it's a bad thing that you believe in religion. Not like it's a bad thing that you celebrate Easter or you celebrate Passover or you don't celebrate anything, or that you love to do yoga, or that you love learning about the different gods that are related to yoga. Not a bad thing at all. I just want to move more of the spiritual and religious programming that falls into this category of this is how it has to be, this is how it always is. Where do you have some spiritual and religious programming you're ready to have transformed? I love at the top of page 46, they say, that is not my God, or how we pray, or what we do, or what we believe to be so. The choice to align to the source of all things, underline the word source, as a basis for expression, without deciding what the source must look like or behave as, is a fine start. My God. Gentlemen, frontal and third eye, awesome place. Cindy, third eye. Kate, eyes and throat. Yeah. We want to move the spiritual and religious programming that gets in the way of us trusting our higher self, seeing the divinity in others. Just a little bit of religion does that. Jill Sternum, awesome place. Jenilyn, yep, happy to help you with that head congestion. We had a lot of that this past week. I kept saying, all of this is healing for me. Yeah. Happy to help. But finally, it's the experience of being in and as source that will answer your questions and allow you to serve at the level of expression that is your true self. Your true self, your higher self, knows source. Knows source really well. So you don't have to be like, well, God looks like this and God says this and God does that. You're like, oh yeah, I'm good. I know God really well. The true self knows. It knows who it is, what it is, how it serves, and it also knows God, or whatever it wants to call God, as all creation. Love that. Maybe more fear out of third eye for everybody. Here's another sentence that really stopped me in my tracks this week. You know, I don't know about you guys, but some of this stuff, when I read it, I'm just like, la da 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 da. I'm reading through, and I'm just like reading it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then I hit a sentence, and I'm like, wow. Holy cow, wow. So that middle paragraph on page 46. To perceive the world with the eyes of the Christ, the eyes that do not judge or fear, is first to become inclusive in what you see, and then to truly see what matter is comprised of. I'm somebody who wants to be able to see with more clarity. I want to see things with less judgment. I want to see things with less fear. I want to know how I can continue to see everything around me at a higher level of frequency. So when I read that sentence, I stopped. I was like, wait, there might be some good information in here. Hold on. To perceive the world with the eyes of the Christ. The eyes of the Christ is that Christ consciousness frequency. The eyes that do not judge or fear. Yes, that's me. I want to do that. Is first to be inclusive in what you see. Wait, what? I want to be inclusive in what I see? You mean like that shit that's happening over there, I have to include myself in that? I'm not responsible for all that nonsense over there. Now, if you didn't know this, I grew up in the DC area. I moved to the DC area when I was 5 years old, and I moved away when I was 27. I was there for a long time. So I want to tell you that I am not responsible for anything that's happening, in Washington. I moved away. I'm not responsible for that. Oh, but if I want to see it without judging it and without going into fear about it, I need to be inclusive in what I see. Does that mean what I think it means? Does that mean I need to see what part I've played in it? Yep. Now, that doesn't mean that, we were responsible for, a bill being passed, or that we were responsible for someone being murdered, or we were responsible for any number of other things that happened there. But we are complicit. We are complicit. That means we have some responsibility for not paying attention to it, looking away from it, focusing on other things, going unconscious, saying it's not our problem. And when we can start working on that, when we can start seeing, oh, I'm a part of that too. Okay, I'll take responsibility for it. Let me work on my piece of it and clean it up and take it up in frequency. Things start to change. Then I can start to see things with less judgment and less fear. I can say, oh, now I can see, as I start blessing that, as I start saying, oh, I just keep blessing that. Oh, I just keep blessing that. Instead of like, oh my God, do you see what they're doing over there? For God's sakes, do you know what they're doing? I'm blessing it. So I'm asking you all to consider something that you are really triggered by, that really creates some separation for you. Like where you know that you have taken somebody and put them in the closet. You know that you have taken a situation and just put it into the lowest categories of low you can. You know that you have participated in some sort of not seeing the divinity in it all. We have lots of things. I was laughing, I think it was this morning, that I could just use the example of my birds outside. I get so triggered because the birds just poop everywhere. They make a mess. You know, there's like little shells of seeds and stuff all over the place. And then I went, oh, well, if I didn't feed them. Really? It's that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. You don't have to put it in the chat. You can just think it. Happy to give you a healing on that. When you begin to do this, when you begin to see your piece in it, when you see your part in it, when you see that you're not separate from that, you become the alchemist who can re-see what was held in shadow anew in light. And once anew in light, what was before you is indeed made new. Here's the challenge they tell us, because they already know us. The challenge for some of you now, as we continue these teachings, will be your need to justify the old bias, the old hatred, the old law of separation that you have utilized to work through and to create from. But you don't understand, Bonnie. In my family, in my situation, if you could understand what I have to deal with, yep, we want to justify it. So feel free to ask, where is that justification? Where are you holding that I need to justify? Holy cow, mine is like over here in my third eye. Let me just explain to you why this is an issue for me. Cindy, third eye and sinuses. Yeah, I get that. For sure. You're normal. You're normal, you're normal, you're normal. Do you know why we justify? Do you know why we drop into that justification? Let me just explain. Well, hold on just 1 second. Because we go into fear. Fear. We go into fear. Fear is the reason why we lie. Fear is the reason why we justify. Fear is the reason why a lot of things happen. Do y'all ever watch a TV show and think to yourself, don't do it. If you do it, you're going to don't. You're going to regret doing that. So easy when we're watching somebody else's life, right? But we do it. That's what we do. And we have to give ourselves some more grace, some more love, some more understanding. There's lots of downloads coming in for all of that. Grace, love, compassion, liberation. Help us out. Yes. Okay, so you all have a table in front of you. Now, your table might look like a little round table. Your table might look like a big banquet table. Your table might be like a card table sitting in front of you. Doesn't matter. It's how your higher self shows it to you. But on your table, there are some books. There are some candles. You might see them as lanterns or candle lights. I was seeing tea lights earlier. There is a bell. Books, candles, bell. Books, candle, bell. Oh, cool, Cindy. I like that, a tea cart. Ah, it's so pretty. Holy schmoly. Mine is a circular table and it's got three legs on it. I'm sure it has an actual name. And I see a stack of books there. And I see some candles. It's very funny because in my mind, the table is like this big, but there's more stuff on it than I can imagine. And that is always the case. Always the case. So, what you can do is pick up one of the gifts and put it where you are directed. So, you can pick it up. I've got a book in my hand. You can take a look at it. It's a practice, right? You can just trust that it shows up for you exactly how it's supposed to. So you might just look and go, okay, it's a blue book. Or you look and you go, oh, it's a book of wonder. Or you look at it and you go, oh, it's an anthology. Or you look at it and go, wow, it looks like a book of maps. All of them are fine. You can also say, oh, it's like a little pamphlet. Or, I don't know, works just as well. There you go. I like that, Cindy. Pick up the bell and put it on the top of your head. Those bells have lots of harmonics in them. So my book of wonder is going right back here in my brainstem. Wonder is a frequency. It's in the clarity spectrum, cerulean blue. It is good for everything. When you're like, I don't know what to use, I don't know what I need, when you say, I wonder what I should put in, you've just answered your own question. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Now, none of these are just singular frequency, right? There isn't such a thing as just blue or just wonder or just love. In truth, it would be like us trying to describe the colors of leaves, right? That they're many multicolored and, we play that game sometime. What color green is it? Like, is it the green of a leaf? Well, what kind of leaf? Well, is it the green of a new leaf or is it a green of a, right? Everything is more complex than we can verbalize, and we just make it really simple. It's green. Trust. Although trust is gold. All right. Justifying the old bias, the old hatred, the old law of separation. We're going to move more of the separation, the things that make us think we are separate. I've been making my husband nutty over this, trying to explain that when it is in me, it means it's also out there in the field. And as I work on it on me, in me, it gets worked on in the field. He goes, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. I go, just trust me. That's how it works. He's like, all right. It's not the first time you've said that. Just trust me. So a lot of you have picked up bells and books. You can pick up another gift. You can also gift it to somebody else. There are lots of things on your table, and if you happen to notice, when you pick something up from the table, it replenishes itself. It replaces itself. So there is no shortage. That is the truth. There is no shortage ever. So I'm going to pick up this bell and I'm going to gift this bell to my daughter's third eye. Filled with harmonics. Majesty, reconciliation. Yeah. A whole bunch of high frequencies there. Feel free to gift. Nice, Cricket, I love that. The bell does play beautiful sounds. Beautiful, beautiful sounds. Putting in your right ear is a great thing. And you can just keep picking things up and putting them in your throat. Picking things up and putting it in your pituitary. Picking things up. You don't have to know. You can also feel free to trust that it is showing up exactly as it's supposed to. Because it is. Book of Dreams in your sternum. Oh, I love that. Yes. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We are so much more than we can possibly imagine. So much more than we can possibly imagine. Here is, wait a second, give me one. So I probably won't be able to find it. Page 51. It's not in the pages that we were talking about. But page 51 is in day 5, the middle of the page. Listen to this. Imagine each time you cast your eyes upon something, it was altered through your sight. Imagine each time you entered a room, the room was altered, and the idea of room even was altered through your presence. Your realization, your inherent knowing, your manifest being is what alters this reality, because the level of tone that you are holding must in fact reclaim what it encounters in tandem with itself. The choice to do so, to embody at this level, at the cost of the old ideas of what can and should be, is what is being offered. Now, some of you believe that this is about abandoning your lives. It is not about abandoning anything. It is about releasing an attachment to what has been as a way to inform what can and will be. Lordy, 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 feel the heat, feel the heat. Indeed, Cindy. Imagine each time you cast your eyes upon something, it was altered through your sight. Imagine each time you entered a room, the room was altered, and the idea of room even was altered through your presence. Your realization, your inherent knowing, your manifest being is what alters this reality, because the level of tone that you are holding must in fact reclaim what it encounters in tandem with itself. Let me explain. Everything you look at is transforming because you are lifting it up in frequency. The level of tone that you are holding is lifting everything around you. And I literally mean each and every one of you. I am not leaving like one of you out because this doesn't pertain to you. Every single one of you are transforming everything you are looking at. Every time you look at it, you are lifting it up in frequency. You have to, because you are reclaiming what it encounters to be in tandem with itself. Is that not freaking cool? Oh my God, every time you look at something, it is being transformed. But what do? That's not happening for me. I can't see anything. What does that mean? That means the plant that is sitting next to me right now is like getting a healing. That everything around me is going up in frequency because of me, because of you. I'm not in your house. The reason why your house can be crazy stuff going on is because it's transforming. It doesn't look the same as it did last week. It's different. Do you understand how powerful you are? Do you understand what a difference you're making in the world? Beyond, 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 beyond. I jumped ahead because I just thought that was so freaking cool. I was like, God, this is good. And each and every one of you has healing alchemy in your eyes. Healing alchemy in your eyes. When you look at somebody, you're giving them a healing. You have healing alchemy in your throats. When you talk to somebody, you're giving them a healing. Sometimes it doesn't look like that, but it is. Terry, I understand that. Feel like you're digging deep. And then you're just like, really? We're not done with this yet? Yeah, I get it, I get it, I get it. Next. It's crazy. I have been having a week of going, really? Who put this plan into place? Who dreamed up this way of doing things? I said that to Joan today after the class that she taught. I was like, who thinks of this stuff? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know. But it works. It works. We're all going up in frequency. We're all taking it up in frequency. It's why it looks a little crazy. Yep, you really did agree to this. You really did agree to this. Hey, for the fun of it, ask your higher self sometime. When you're laying awake in the middle of the night, ask your higher self to show you something that you said when you were younger that is proof of where you are now. So I've been doing this, and I got this, when I can remember sitting in a tree as a kid and being like, wow, one day things are going to be really crazy. One day I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, wow, this was a really cool time period. Well, it's true. That was a really cool time period. Top of page 47. Your realization of the all that is can be known in your experience the moment you say it can be. The new possibility. It will be so. Confirmed by you as manifest and the realization of it. God is, God is, God is. It will be so. Try it. It will be so. I am transforming the fear in my body. It will be so. Do you feel that? You're like, oh. That like, yes. I'm not messing around. It will be so. Done. Everybody get book, candle, lantern? Any of that? Get your bells, get your lanterns, get your candles, get your books. Gather. I know your higher self is on it. Yes, you did agree to it, and here's the beautiful thing. Not only did you agree to it, but you also agreed to all the rest of it. The agreement that you have with me, the agreement that you have with everybody who has been in the classes, the agreement that you have with every soul that you have touched. It's totally amazing. Y'all are just awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome. Gonna activate, illuminate The new designs, activate, illuminate the new designs, activate, illuminate the new designs. All those gifts, just keep loading them up, loading them up, loading them up. Yes, let's have some more of that liberation frequency. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's fabulous. So the next time we're going to be together is going to be the 28th of April. And I'm going to be going through day 5 and pulling out some of the main concepts. I'm going to be talking about them on Instagram. If you haven't followed me yet, follow me on Instagram. I'll be talking about them on Facebook. We'll be talking about them just as we go along, like, hey, here's one of the concepts. How does this show up for you? Hey, here's another concept. What do you think about this? It's an opportunity for you to engage. You do not have to have read the book in order to participate. Just like an opportunity to be like, oh, that's a really interesting concept. Where do I feel separate? Where do I feel different? Where do I feel excluded? And yes, absolutely, I want a healing on that. Did lots and lots of healings on that tonight. And yes, liberation in your brainstem, and you get to put it everywhere. More liberation in my sternum, more liberation in my throat. Wow. More liberation in my eyes. I had a whole thing with my eyes this whole weekend. All right. Do y'all have any questions? You have any healing requests? Anything in particular going on? Hopefully you know that you can text me for help. I am happy to help you. Oh, I wanted to tell you all something really cool, just in case you didn't know this. The classes that Care teaches, Alchemy of Creativity and Tantric Codes, are open for people to join. It is the coolest thing in the world that these classes are now available, and you do not have to know how to design. You don't have to take those 3 courses of Mastery, Energetic Architecture, and Advanced Architecture in order to be in the classes. Anybody can join, and they can get the healings of their lives. Holy cow, I'm blown away by the things that we are healing now. But they're open this week, so I just wanted to let you guys know. You can text Kat if you want more information. You can text me, but it is an awesome healing opportunity, and the classes are Alchemy of Creativity, happens on Wednesdays at noon, and the Tantric Codes class, Sacred Sensuality, on Wednesday night. And they are awesome. They are open. People can join. I'm just like, I have every person in my family is in wonder. I'm like, why not? Yes, it's awesome. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that that is available to you. Awesome healing opportunities, healing more, healing more, healing more. I am so grateful to you. I hope you remember for the next 2 weeks that everything you look at is being transformed. Everything you look at is going up in frequency. I hope you take 5 minutes of peace, 5 minutes of gratitude, every day, just to practice it a little bit, something to give yourself some grace, give yourself some love. And if you need anything, I hope you will text me. So lovely. With that, I seal the field unto the light of that one true source creator, God, the one who is responsible for all the magic, all the joy, all the liberation, all the love. I thank my core healing team. I thank the support teams so much. And I thank each and every one of you who I know gave up a Monday evening to do some healing work, to work some magic in themselves and work some magic out there. I totally love and bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a fabulous evening and a fabulous week. Lots of love and blessings to you guys. With that, I say amen and aho.